So what we did today is this. Okay, so actually let me summarize the sign first. So in the unit circle, sine, cosine, tangent, everything is positive here. Here only sine is positive. Everything else is negative. Here only tangent is positive. Here only cosine is positive. Okay? That's what happened. So there's an acronym for this, right? So we say cosine is positive here, so we put C there. Everything is positive, so we put all, A for all, and then it's S, and then T. So people used this cast to memorize where things are positive, but you shouldn't have to memorize. You know sine is the height, so obviously it's the top that's positive for sine. You know cosine is x value, so obviously it's the fourth and the first. And tangent, you should have to figure that out, okay? So every time you had an angle that was 180 plus theta or minus theta or minus theta, right? The relative angle, right, to the first quadrant was just theta for both of them, right? So if you had a 180 plus theta, it turned into just theta, except you have to watch out for the sign. This is the third quadrant, so you put a negative there. Okay? So when it's 180 or pi, right, pi plus theta, you stay the same. Sine stays sine. Cosine stays cosine. Tangent stays tangent. However, if it is like this, 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta. Another is we didn't talk about this, but you can think about this yourself. 270 minus theta and 270 plus theta. All of these would turn into, if it was sine, right, it would turn into cosine. Now, how do you figure out the sign? Which quadrant is that in? 2, so it's positive because sine is positive there. Which quadrant is that in? 1. Positive because sine is positive there. Which quadrant is that in?
3.
3. Sine positive or negative in the third quadrant? Negative. 270 plus theta, which quadrant is that in? 4. Is it positive or negative there for sine?
Negative.
That's why you put a negative in front of the cosine. Okay? So look, sine changes to cosine. Cosine changes to sine. And tangent changes to cotangent. When we're talking about cofunctional properties. Okay? Cofunctional properties.